You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown, and I want you to call me. The number to call is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. Today we're talking about comeback stories. What is your comeback story? Everybody has to come back from something at some point in time or another. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're just tuning in, I saw this picture on the front page of the Los Angeles Times, and I saw the couple seated on the grass, and behind you see the homes that were devastated, the home that they lived in, the grandmother of Megan Hurst that was destroyed by a tornado in Askew, North Carolina. Over 240 tornadoes hit 14 states. Sometimes life can just catch you on the blind side. You don't see it coming. Has that ever happened to you? How did you deal with it? How did you come back from it? I remember when I bought the first home for my mother, and I failed to do a title search, and I got a notice that the house was going up for foreclosure. And I did everything I could to save this house. This was a childhood dream. And if you've never gone through a foreclosure, you don't understand. It's not something that you can understand vicariously. You don't have a clue. You can say, oh, it's just a house. Yeah, right. No, that house had a lot of value, a lot of meaning, a lot of memories for me. And I lost it. And I mean, my mind took a hit. My self-esteem took a hit. My psyche took a hit. I mean, that experience of going through that foreclosure dropped me to my knees. I remember trying to make a deal with God. Said, Lord, give me a sign that you are real. If you are real, help me save this house. And you think Paul worked for you. You ain't seen nothing yet. I know I promised you 10% of the past, but if you help me save this house, I'll give you 25% of everything I make after this. I was trying to cut a deal. It's called life. You ever try to cut a deal? It's called life. I was trying to cut a deal. And so when the people came and knocked on the door, I was reading the scriptures. And the man said, Mr. Brown, we're here to take possession of the house. And I said, I'm standing on his word. He said, no problem, sir. He saw me clutching the Bible. He said, if you could just step outside. Stand on his word out here. I'm laughing now, but I wasn't laughing then. I want to know your comeback story. How did you come back from that? Let me tell you what I did. I stayed focused. I didn't look to the right. I didn't look to the left. I just put my mind on, and I said, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. I said, Mama, I'm going to get you another house. She said, I know you can, son, but you don't have to. I said, I know, Mama, I don't have to, but I will. I'm going to get you another one, Mama. God blessed us with this one. He'll bless us with another one. The number is 888-539-2980. Call me now. I want to hear from you. 888-539-2980. I want to hear your comeback story. And John, thank you so much for calling, John. I want to hear your story. Thank you for being a part of the program today. What is your story, John?
My story is I was working in sales and just had got a promotion on a Friday and came down with an acute case of Bell's palsy.
Man.
So I could not even articulate my words. I couldn't hold water in my mouth. And the Bell's palsy has lasted for 4 years.
And it comes out of nowhere. I had a friend who had Bell palsy. It's a miracle that you're here because she died. It comes out of nowhere, no warning whatsoever.
Yeah, it was no warning at all. And I was in sales, and of course, I've been listening to you for years. And every sales job I got, you always took me to the top with your inspiration on a daily basis. I took a daily dose of Les Brown over and over. Back in the cassette tape days. Wow, thank you so much. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. And so I decided, I said, well, look, this is not good. And it was so scary looking. I was living in Dallas at the time until I would go to my church and I would go late, get in the balcony, and leave early because everywhere that I went, grocery store, wherever I went, people said, what happened? Did you have a stroke? So, and my eye was drooped. I had to tape down my eye when I took a shower and when I went to bed at night for 9 months. My right eye would not close. The lid would not close.
Wow. So you had to tape your eye down for 9 months.
Because if debris got into my eye, it could scratch my cornea and I could go blind.
Yes.
And then I couldn't, I lost taste on one side of my tongue, couldn't taste anything, and still not completely 100% back. And I'm also an entertainer, and so I didn't even perform or do anything for like even a whole year. It was just like, I can't get on stage, I can't get on stage, I can't get on stage. And I was at an event, and somebody just called me to come on stage to do something. I'm like, okay, now either you're going to be scared or you're going to get your butt up here and do something.
Yes.
And so I decided I'm going to get up here and give it my best shot. And I've been performing ever since and enrolled in an acting class, and I'll be performing at the Gap and Playhouse in a civil rights play on the 25th of April in Beverly Hills. So,
well, you deserve that commercial. Wow. Well, listen, man, look here. I want to know, John, what went through your mind? If you're just tuning in, we're talking about comeback stories. John, you had your eye taped down for 9 months. You lost a taste on one side of your tongue. You looked like you had a stroke. You went to church early to avoid people asking you what happened to you. How did you handle that mentally? Did you get depressed during this time?
It was severe depression because I was known for my smile. I was known for my charismatic personality, my upbeat personality. And so this was my life challenge that I had to either I could go in a hole for the rest of my life. And I met one woman in a hospital where I went into the emergency because it affected my heart. I went into atrial fibrillation. I had to be hospitalized for 4 days. I went through a lot of other things that caused the Bell's palsy, did things to my body, sent my body into like a complete stress mode. And she told me, she said, oh, yeah, my nephew got that. She was an older woman, and he lost 7 of his teeth on that side of his mouth. I said, Lord, I'm going to keep my teeth, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Did you keep your teeth?
I got my teeth. I don't have to never get my smile. Like, don't let me lose my teeth, Lord.
Yes. So did you keep your teeth?
It's going to be hard to get married again without teeth. You know, if you ain't got the teeth, you know, you need the teeth.
That's right.
I want my teeth. I want my teeth. I had braces, Lord. I can't get rid of these.
Yeah.
Don't take my teeth, Jesus. Don't let the devil do it.
Oh, my God. So you were praying for teeth.
I was grateful for what I had left because there was nothing that I could physically do. I tried acupuncture. I tried everything, creams, massages, and they said, we just don't understand why you are not getting better. So, but like I said, I enrolled in a class, and it was an on-camera class. And when I first
hold on. So slow down. Question.
Yeah.
Did you lose your teeth?
No, thank God, I did not lose my teeth. Hallelujah.
Good. Now, tell me about your rehabilitation process. What did you go through? You did acupuncture, you did massage, and a lot of wellness and traditional medication, of course.
Right, a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation, and I just began to challenge myself by getting on camera. Again, the thing that was the most fearful for me, it was to get in front of camera. So I took an on-camera class to make myself last semester get in front of the camera. And I was speaking with my teacher, and she was like, I can see the difference in your face because you have faced a challenge, and because you faced a challenge, you have just so much more improved. I'm about 80% back, and I said if I don't get another percentage back, I'm glad I'm where I am, and I'm going to continue to go on and just use what I have left.
Wow.
You can never use what you don't have. All you have to do is work with what you have left.
Man, that's powerful. You can't use what you don't have, but all you can do is work what you have left. Listen, all the power to you. Thank you so much for listening, and you have comeback power. Thank you, John. Bless you, man.
Welcome, and thank you so much for your inspiration over the years. And one of my goals this year is to become a part of your motivational speakers group and be a motivational speaker. That's my new goal.
I'll train you. I got a training coming up. I'll tell you about it. Email me at yes@lesbrown.com. You'll be my special guest. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Listen, is that encouraging? I want to hear from you. What's your comeback story? Had to tape his eye down for 7 months. Could not take a shower and have it because his eye wouldn't close. He suffered from Bell's palsy. Whew. 888-539-2980. I want to hear your comeback story. How did you come back? He had to force himself. He had to challenge himself to get before camera, but he was determined to come back. Oh, you got comeback power, and I'm sure you've overcome something as well. Let's hear from you. The number to call is 888-539-2980. My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I want to hear your story. 888-539-2980. Call me now. You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980.